All right, y'all, we in the building. Man, go ahead and introduce yourself. Why that thing look
What
like that? Hold on, time out. Oh, you scared me now. All right, let's go. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
what it do? Orange Mound Quit. Mr. Not guilty.
Mr. Boy, I like that. Mr. Knock you. So let's get into this here. What was your initial reaction when you got indicted for the Young Dolph murder case?
I was shocked, surprised to say the least. I knew I ain't have no type of involvement in it. So when they came with the indictment, I thought it was a fishing expedition to be honest, 'cause I knew I was innocent the whole time.
Okay, walk me through like what were you doing? Were you eating peanut butter and jelly? Were you eating cereal? What were you doing when you got the news?
Well, actually, I had just dropped my son off at school. I dipped through the neighborhood, and when I dipped through the hood, I seen a couple Durangos behind me, and so a gangster street nigga gonna stay in his rear view. So I peeped them, and I made a couple turns, and I noticed they was on me. They tried to play it off, pulled in the old lady driveway on my street to try to make it seem like they weren't following me, but I knew damn well that they ain't know that old lady driveway that they pulled in, cause I know her, and so I knew it was on then, so I hurried up and hit the block. I was on a high speed by myself. I was trying to hurry up and get to our car wash in the neighborhood where me and Ball and MJGB, and I pulled up. As soon as I hit the lot, they pulled in behind me, about 12 deep, about 12 cars deep, and there you have it.
So what do you think? What do you think led the prosecutor to even pursue charges against you?
Trying to reach, trying to achieve their ultimate goal. When I was indicted, they basically told me, we don't even want you. Basically, a casualty of war. And when they told me that, this shit really made me feel some way, because I'm like, man, y'all done derail my life, and you know, possibly trying to take me away for the rest of it, and you don't even want me. That was just the craziest shit I could ever heard dealing with the case.
Okay, although you know that you're innocent, what do you feel was the strongest piece of evidence against you, and how did your attorneys work to discredit it?
The strongest piece of evidence against me. Uh, None. I think it was some things that was manipulated into what you would say could be evidence, but it was an explanation for it. And like example, like the cause or whatever. And I think it was stated at trial that me and Straight Drop, I was passionately trying to get him a deal, a record deal. So um, who wouldn't be conversating with him? So for those calls to be taken and manipulated, and trying to make it seem like they was about something else, you know, I was kind of worried about that, because considering at the time some of the calls was made, and all that, it just kind of looked it weird. But it definitely wasn't about no damn homicide.
So did you know Young Dolph, or have you ever met Young Dolph?
Yeah, for sure, of course. Yeah, I know Dolph, and Dolph neighborhood. It ain't too far from mine, and Dolph was in the street. He wasn't no kingpin, or none of that shit that they be saying. But he was a hustler, and he was getting his money. So we interacted a few times. On a few pounds here and there. Some good smoke or whatever. But he was a good dude. He was a hustler. We weren't best friends. We ain't call each other or no shit like that or whatever. But they had some smoke over there in that area. Him and Daddy O. Um, I hit one arm up. You know what I'm saying? So that was basically the meat and potatoes of that. I guess relationship or whatever you say.
You're on a road trip. You can only pick one. Who you listening to, Dolph or Yo Gotti?
Got it.
Oh, I like Dolph said the girl liked the organ, so he sent her to law school. I like that.
Yeah.
Yo,
Yeah. Dolph, he was tough. He had some catchy lyrics here and there, or whatever. In my opinion, Gotti a little more lyrical. Um, I feel like I always had an ear for music, and I ain't got no dog in the fight. If Dolph was a little more lyrical, I say that.
right.
I ain't gonna hesitate or pump fake. Don't nobody control me or muzzle me. And but in my opinion, Gotti, Gotti is the better rapper.
Okay, sitting in trial. So how did it feel when the jury said not guilty? And what were you going through as you sitting there and wait for them with the deliberation?
It's crazy. I've been asked that question so many times, and I get asked by people that kind of come from the same environment that we come from. For whatever reason, uh, they be wanting to know. They be wanting to hear it from somebody that's done been through it, but they don't want to go through it. But it's a feeling you can't explain, bro. It's one thing. I done been through the system and took a nickel, took a six, all that shit. That shit ain't nothing. You coming home. So but when you waiting on a lady to tell you whether you finna spend the rest of your natural life in jail, you just go numb. I know I did, and it was kind of like everything around me was like black, and my focus was just on the judge. And so I don't know if you watched it, or well, I'm sure went back and watched it if you didn't watch it live. But after that first not guilty, I ain't get no reaction because I know I had a second count. And so when she said that second not guilty, it was just like it's on. I got my life back. And I immediately thought about my son, and I got an autistic son, so um, he was the first thing that came to my mind, because that's what mostly was on my mind that morning. Like, man, what if these folks take me away from my boy? Like, it was just crazy, bro. That's the best I can explain, OG.
That's good. That was a good explanation because it's crazy you say that you've been approached by a lot of street guys or people our walk of life, and I'm one of them because like I had a life sentence, but I've always pled guilty. I never went to trial,
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
that's what made me act like, man, what's going through your mind? Like you tried them people like
Yeah,
that,
and me and you was having conversations.
right? And I remember you used to say, "I'm gonna whoop DP." I was like, man, he tripping.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah,
want to tell you that,
yeah,
break your
yeah, yeah.
spirit.
You
I was
ain't
like,
just
boy, you
come out and
tripping.
say it like that, but you used to always tell me, man, look, man, if you can get low, man, go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, boy.
And but and I was on that type of time. The day when it was right before we was finna pick the jury. And my lawyer, the best attorney in the world, Manny Aurora, he got a relationship with Leslie Ballin. So it's a great attorney from Memphis, Tennessee. And we was sitting in the room, and Leslie walked in, and he was like, "Govan, you ever been to my office?" I said, "Leslie, no, I ain't never been in your office, Leslie." And he said, "Well, I got a pair of dice in my office, and sometimes me and my colleagues, we'll play dice." And he said, we'll gamble here and there, just small stuff." He said, "Govan, but you know what I don't gamble?" I said, "What's that, Leslie?" He said, "I don't gamble nothing I can't afford to lose." And he said, "Govan, you can't afford to lose your life." He said, "Man, you got a autistic son that you thinking about." He said, "It's tugging at Manny's heart." He said, "Man, take the 10, Govan." And when he explained it like that, it made sense to me. So I went on to sign for it, and just so happened they rejected it and forced me to trial.
Wow.
And hadn't they done that, what should I say? What day did I go to trial? What was it? July? No, August 18th. So August, September. So yeah, I was gonna get like I think the prosecution had already agreed to give me like a 45 to 60 days to turn myself back in on the 10. And so right now I basically like be preparing to go in and knock that 10 on out. But you know,
Man.
God had a different plan.
Say, bro, it's a lady, like I go on social media from time to time, and she used to go live and she was following your case. And I would go in there and make my presence known, and she used to be asking me questions about you. And like I said, you know, me and you would talk on the sideline, but I was like, for them to indict you and then say we going to trial, I was like, man, my boy about to. I said, man, he going down, man. I'm just gonna give him a few dollars,
Yeah.
send him some pictures.
Yeah.
I
I ain't gonna,
said,
I got a
man,
few. Hey, look, I got a few homeboys, gangster that you know, they honest. You know, they gonna keep it G. Stand up niggas. They like to look themselves in the mirror comfortably. You know what I'm saying? So nigga like, man, bro, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I counted you out, bro.
man, the lady asked. That's why I'm telling you because I can't erase it. The lady asked me on her live. Man, she gonna be man. I support her a lot. I can't remember her name, but she was never disrespectful towards you. None of that. Yeah, because I'm not gonna sit nobody live and somebody I kick with.
Fact.
But I was like, yeah, I think he gonna get a little time. I'm thinking you gonna tap out, bro.
Yeah, for sure. And you know, you called good money. You was right. I tapped. You know, I tapped the day to pick the jury. But when I tapped, shit, they put the what they call them, John, when the paramedics put on your chest and bring you back to life.
Yeah, that what that thing called? Why you playing with that?
Yeah.
They put on you this thing.
I can't remember the name of, but yeah, they put it on my chest when I signed for the 10. They put it on my chest.
That was Crypto Jesus said that y'all some CPR thing.
Yeah, they don't CPR. They don't
shock thing, put
CPR.
on your thing, and
Yeah,
boom.
the shock thing on your chest.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. They hit me with that and brought me back to life. And
Got you right, but
told
boy,
me
look
they
at you
wouldn't,
now,
told me
free
they wouldn't
man.
accept it. So you know.
Man, free man. Say, let me tell you, one night you gave me a big scare. Somebody had got killed. I think at the grocery store somewhere. And I was blowing your phone and you wouldn't answer the phone, bro.
Somebody got killed in the city, and
Yeah.
you had heard about it.
Yeah, and I finally contacted you. I finally heard you. Because you know, you were switching number. I was like, man, what's wrong with this man?
Yeah.
Give me one number, then
Yeah.
call me on this number. Then I said, man.
I remember one day I called you, said, "Hey man, don't you call me from down on the phone,
Bro, I'm
man."
talking about, he was switching them jobs up.
Yeah, for sure. That's me. That's how I move, man. For sure.
So let me ask you this. The defense questioned why Big Jook was never investigated, and do you believe that was a key part of your acquittal?
Yeah. I think it played into. I think it played into the fact that it was some illegal things done, for sure unethical things done in my case, and and for them not to basically indict the person that supposedly or allegedly, so to speak, was gonna pay the bounty and indict me was just the weirdest shit ever. I ain't never seen a dime or no hit money or no shit like that. So how you gonna indict me and not indict Big Daddy? So it was just crazy. I've been in the streets a long time, so I peeped the play off the dribble. When I seen that they only picked me up that day, I knew what they're here for. They was trying to put the press on me for Juke and Yo.
I know you big on family, because I know you keep speaking about your son. But I seen somewhere where a reporter, somebody say that you wasn't on good terms when your daughter passed.
Correct.
You care to expound on that?
Yeah, for sure. I ain't ducking nothing. Um, my baby, we was just so much alike, bro. Like, for her to be a female, she was my twin, far as like on the inside and out, like Cause again, the people on our mama's side, they ain't on that type of time. And so with that being said, we used to bump heads a lot, and when she was younger, or whatever, I for sure, I wasn't a good father. I was married to the streets. Did nothing come for the streets, nothing. And I think I can't remember how old I was when I got her mom pregnant. Maybe, I don't know, I might have been like, I don't know, 17 or some type shit. She was older than me though. And so, I ain't never had no father. I ain't know how to be no daddy. But as I got older, we started spending time together, and here and there sporadically. And so, again, we would bump heads. But what kind of like did it for us, our last big blow up, is when she had an incident where she got robbed, her and her sisters, and she called me, and she called me crying, and was called herself, wanting me to go and I guess check on that situation, and what she wanted me to do, I wasn't willing to go do without digging into it and getting the facts. Them young kids, they'll call you and thinking they be on point, and the whole time, and just like I thought, the people that she thought robbed her, it wasn't even the people that robbed her. So she got upset with me because I didn't go and flash out that night, and she called me out my name, and me being the person I am, I responded back in the same fashion how she addressed me, and that was our last conversation, and so yeah, that's what led to kind of like the separation between me and her at the end.
Where were you when you got the news? Was she murdered?
Yeah. She was murdered in Houston and leaving the club. I was actually on the highway coming back from Missouri. I had shot down in Missouri to go to holler at somebody about something, and I got the call. Can't remember who called me. Somebody called me. I never will forget when I got the call. I pulled over in the emergency lane. And I think I was on the phone with my partner Kodak, and I was throwing up on the side of the highway. I'm talking about noting I ain't got fishing license on the side of the highway, doors open, throwing up, crying, and yeah, it was just crazy. I was by myself.
Do you ever like certain music or certain TV shows come on that she just pop up in your mind and you think like, man, I lost my daughter?
Man, my son, my 15-year-old, he loved his sister so much. Like you can't even walk through the house really, without seeing Destiny. So I rarely like if I'm at the house, like she there, she in your face, So, um, but yeah, it hits me sometimes when I just be riding, listening to her videos and watching them, and yeah, it hit me sometimes like damn, my baby gone for real, like so yeah.
All right, let's switch gears here. Let's address some of this internet beef and a lot of these run-ins you've been having. First
Yeah.
one I want to touch on because he's a big what we say podcaster, YouTuber, content creator. He had a lot of influence. Uh, Seti Nash.
Hmm.
I seen you guys really had it out. Um, I have a number on Seti Nash. Him and I have a report with one another. You and I have a report, so I felt compelled. You like that, G? You like that word? All right. So I felt compelled to contact you guys. I just want to give you a heads up because I got him coming out here, and I want to sit you two down. So what's your reaction to that?
Well, my reaction to that is well, first I think it was a couple questions And I think your first question was, I think like what we, how the situation came about, and if so, I just took offense to some of the things that he was saying as it relates to the case, and I think said he spoke on my daughter as well, and so it just kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I guess with City before that happened, I was one of his supporters, so I done put a few of the homeboys up on him and tell him, man, man, you follow that nigga, he gonna keep you up on game, you know what I'm saying? His channel, he got an interesting channel, just like I do you know what I'm saying? And
Appreciate that.
and so it kind of, when I heard what he said, it kind of blew me, because here it is, I'm kind of getting them props in the neighborhood, and then he say that, so that's why I took issue to it. To your second question, I ain't offended, but you know, coming from the environment I come from, if the shoe was on the other foot, I most definitely would have told you about it ahead of time. But considering who you are and the respect that I got for you, and I fuck with you, I know you ain't gonna tell me no wrong. So with that being said, I'm open to it. I was looking for him anyway, so I do want to see him in person, and have that talk with him, and however it go, it's however it go.
So you ready to duke it out with him? That's a big guy now.
Man, look, where I'm from, man, we don't do weight class.
Ooh, talk that talk there. That's what I'm talking about. I can go viral. Give me a good video. But no, so I got some other stuff, man. That I have some other stuff that I want to address. I seen where Paper Route Wu, he said something on a podcast to the fact that you need to be picking out your casket.
Yeah, man, Wu a baby, man. What I'm saying, he just was in his body, about something, and we went back and forth in the inbox, and I told Wu, and Wu know I ain't lying. I told him, I said, make that be your first and last time ever playing with me like that, because like, the worst thing you could do is scare me. Like, if you scare me, if you say something, if I halfway believe you, I like to walk around comfortably. I don't like to be looking over my shoulders and all of this. So if I feel like you a spanker and you say that, I'm gonna take you for your word, and I'm gonna address it accordingly. So how I feel about it, I really don't feel no kind of way, because I know he ain't even like that. He's just talking like he barely could do what he want to do on his own block, and I know that to be like fact. Like, he had issues over there. Like, so um, for him to say that about me, it was just for some views and some clicks. And like I said, man, I know his dad. I got respect for his dad. Like, his dad got respect for me. We done been in that same car together, good dude. Um, for that reason alone, I wouldn't necessarily want to take it there with him, but like you said, OG, if Wu start a fire, I'm gonna put it out.
Big facts. So this is another question I forgot to ask you, but was it true that you could have testified to get straight drop and get probation, but you decided not to?
Yeah. I was offered that opportunity. Could have got received like 5, 6 years probation or whatever, and I think I kind of spoke on that in the No Jumper interview, and I seen some comments, and people was like, well, if he's innocent, how is he gonna testify and against straight drop or whatever, and to respond to that, I'm still innocent. I always been innocent, but just because I'm innocent don't mean that I don't certain things don't fall in your lap, that you don't see or hear certain things, and so with that being said, there's a lot of things that I may have been aware of or whatever the case, and but at the end of the day, um, I declined to testify against them, uh, and it wasn't even more so because it was dropped, because at this point I had got the discovery and seen some things that he said uh, in the discovery that I ain't respect. Um, like when he asked Cornelius to lie to the detectives and say that was me in the video with him shooting Dolph, and when he get out and go platinum, he was gonna take care of Cornelius and his family for the rest of their life or some goofy shit. And so when I seen that, it was actual evidence in discovery. When he sent it to Cornelius, Cornelius actually turned it in to the government. And so when I seen that, it just kind of blew me. So me not testifying against him was more so for me. I ain't want to be, I ain't want that on me. Being part of the reason that he get life plus whatever. So and at the end of the day, I was leaning on my innocence. So um, I just didn't want no parts of it.
Did he testify against you?
Nah. Drop didn't testify against me. Only person testified against me was the pill junkie Cornelius and his bag lady ass girlfriend, um, Angela Arnold. Those are the only two people testified against me. Two liars.
Well, that was proven liars. Let's switch gears. I see that little Uzi Vert and your daughter was extremely close.
Hmm.
So did he step up and support the family when your daughter was killed?
Yeah. Yeah, Uzi stepped up. I think he spent like a 60 ball, from what my baby mama told me, and he showed up to the funeral as well, and me and we chopped it a couple times, and he was telling me about he was like, man, as much as you and your daughter, y'all used to beef, man, she used to talk about you so much. I heard so many stories, bro. Like, she really looked up to you, bro. She could be cussing you out in one sentence, and then the next sentence she'll be talking about how you don't play that shit. And so he kind of put a smile on my face when he was kind of telling me that. And but yeah, Uzi stepped up and did everything that was asked of him and more. And he so yeah, he did what he supposed to did for his friend.
Okay, I want you to speak on the situation where your daughter's stepdad shot at you at a car wash in Orange Mound in 2010, and then a few months later, you shot back at him and left him for dead at the trap house. What was that about?
Damn, Giga, who you know in Memphis?
Man, listen, I'm the people champ. I'm tired of telling y'all that now. Y'all know I'm the people champ now.
Yeah,
People love me
yeah.
now.
Uh, what I can say is that it's been it was a lot of rumors as it relates to when I got shot. I got shot at Pressure World, the car wash. In my neighborhood, and I don't know who shot me, Giggity. I know I got shot 7 times that day.
Seven? Where at?
I got hit in the stomach. Got hit in the stomach twice, shoulder, hand, chest, and my waist. And I don't know who shot me, and because I had my back turned, um, as it relates to him, uh, you know, saying that I had something to do or shot him or whatever. I just don't know how he could say that because I ain't even that type of person. So, like, I wouldn't, I wouldn't dare do that to him. I ain't gonna throw rice at a Chinese wedding.
You don't want to get assault charge, huh?
You did.
So let me ask you this: being from the streets, and now you feeling this hot lead go through your body, what was your thoughts?
And it's crazy. Somebody just asked me that like a couple weeks ago, like, did it do it burn? Like, and it, you know, as far as I can remember, nah, it don't like burn. You know, I think considering the places that I was hit, I probably was more shocked than anything. Um, I had my cousin with me, my girl cousin Yogi, and she'll attest to this. Like we was literally like I was on one knee, and I'm like damn man, cause you know my pinky finger and shit had came off, and I'm sitting there it's hanging by a ligament. I'm sitting there holding them, and I'm telling her I'm like, cuz man, I'm getting cold, and I'm like, man, make sure you tell them girls I love them, man. And she just went off. She like, nigga, I ain't gonna tell them shit. You gonna tell them, and you know, for the most part, you know, like I said, I just had a little trouble breathing, but far as burning and pain, and I just don't remember that. You know, it's just I don't know if because your adrenaline going so hard or whatever. And I know that was part of the reason because whoever shot me, I was able to get off a few shots and defend myself, and made whoever shot me run off and leave their car.
Why you ain't take the call?
Well, you know I couldn't. I would hit up pretty
yeah.
good, but yeah, I for sure would have took the sucker car if I would. Yeah.
Let's switch gears here. What made you challenge 607 on? This is a sissy. Now that I think about it, what made you challenge that sissy to a boxing match? And are you serious?
Man, you know, man, Giddy, you know how this shit, man. You know how this shit is. Like when you first came home, and man, you got niggas just be wanting to mention your name, like for clickbait and views, and this Tales from the Crypt looking ass nigga just decided to wake up one morning and have a sucker attack. Think he was at Cam Capone or something. Shout out to Cam Capone.
Yeah, shout out to Ken Capone.
And the nigga just, you know, he just was saying some reckless, you know, goofy shit, you know what I'm saying, about the case, shit that made no sense. And so when I seen him, somebody sent me a video, and he was just on there, he had challenged Charleston White to say he was gonna whoop Charleston ass for 100,000 in a boxing match. Told the people put the boxing ring in here. And when I seen that, you know, I'm like, okay, well, from what I could see, it looked like he a little bigger, you know, a little taller or whatever. I could be wrong, but with that being said, I'm like, you was dead adamant and confident about CW. Like, I want to see if he'll do that with me, like, you know, considering after what he said, and because I really felt some kind of way about it. And so yeah, you know, I mean, and it would have been some easy money because I know I kicked the shit out of 607 and you know, so if I'm sure he gonna see this video. So
Yeah, he is.
yeah. So 607 if you see this, that same 100,000 you say you had for Charleston White, I pull up anywhere in America, anytime. I don't need no training or nothing. I beat your ass for what you said.
So but let me ask you this. Say he accept the challenge and you guys in the ring and y'all about to start fighting and he just turn around and start throwing his butt towards you. What you gonna do? Because I keep telling you that's a sissy now. What's your reaction?
Man, damn, what you do to you, Giggity, man? Man, Giggity, I ain't never seen you go hard like that on nobody, man. That nigga, he done fucked up whatever he did. But, nah, man, you know, he ain't gonna even have no time to do all that weird shit, because I'm gonna be on his ass like back pockets. You know, he gonna be on his ass. He ain't gonna be able to turn his ass toward me.
Okay. Um, you went to No Jumper,
Fact.
and you and Flacco made a $5,000 bet that you couldn't go live in 30 minutes in Memphis.
Go live for 30 minutes.
For 30 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who won that bet?
Man, I put the video up on my channel. You know, I just started a YouTube channel, It Quit Pics, and I put the video up. I was texting Adam. I hit Adam up, and shout out to Adam. I fuck with Adam 22.
Yeah,
And,
shout out to Adam.
yeah, good dude, man. And
No Jumper.
yeah, I text him. I say, hey Adam, what Zelle you want me to send that $5,000 to? Sometimes when you text Adam, it might take him a few hours to hit you back. It might take him a day. But when I text him that, Adam hit me back immediately, sent me the Zelle information. Boom. I hit Remo up. I hit Flacco up. I put them in on the, what you call that shit, the conference text. And I said, hey Flacco, Adam just shot me the information to shoot that fire to. You finna get send him yours, right? This man texts back to my some hell nah with the laughing emojis. But you just swore to God when I was there that we had a bet. And so, you know, I told Adam, I said, look, Adam, I said, man, this nigga need to be fired. You know what I'm saying, for playing on your show like that. You know what I'm saying? And Adam said, for sure he needs to be duped at the very least. You know what I'm saying? You know, so now Flacco just was capping, man. You know, I got a 40-minute live on my YouTube page that I did. You know, so really I had already won the bet, but I was gonna go do it again though for that $5 though. That would have been the easiest $5 I ever made.
Big facts.
Because a raindrop wasn't gonna hit me too hard.
So let me ask you this then, speaking of Memphis. Now, correct me if I'm pronouncing this wrong. How far is Castellana? Casted?
Oh yeah, Casket. Yeah,
Casted
Casket.
and Orange Mound.
Oh, okay. It's you know, shit, I can make it to Casket from the mound in about I say probably about 6 minutes.
So when you moved around in the city, did anybody try to avoid you, or like you want to bump into, like you try to avoid anybody when you riding around?
Do I try to avoid anybody when I'm riding around?
Yeah. That's Dolphhood, right? The
The
first
only
one.
person I'm trying to avoid is a picture of me from 10 years ago.
Wow, you didn't look. What's going on with the 10 years ago?
Man, shit, I'm from that same environment. I'm from that same environment.
Talk that
Giggy.
talk there.
Yeah, for sure.
So-
Yeah, I ain't ducking nothing but some bad pussy. Giggy, you know.
Well, now speaking of that, how you know if it's bad?
Well, you know, only way you know, you got to see that my chart.
Oh,
You gotta-
that
you gotta-
kind of
yeah,
vagina.
You got to answer that my
yeah.
chart these days, Giggy.
But then I heard this, that because that's crazy. Because I was talking to somebody about a my chart in a lady. She said you don't want to see the my chart right now because you know they take the pills and the night them pills go undetected, or you want to see the old my chart like 5 years ago or something.
That's crazy. I ain't even think of that because they
Yes,
do.
I done gave you some
I be seeing
game
the
now.
commercials where they got the pills where people can go undetected.
Right.
Yeah, have HIV. That's crazy. Like that. I think that should be illegal. Like, I mean, so maybe they saying if they go under, maybe can they pass it? If it's undetected, can they still pass the virus? Because if they trying to go undetected just to be secretive or whatever the case, I think that should be sort of maybe, I don't know, illegal or some shit.
Now
like,
we're gonna do some homework on that.
yeah, you know, that's crazy. You know, yeah, for sure. I'm gonna look into that. You know, that's a good
So
question.
you got a woman right now?
Do I have a woman right now?
Yeah. You dating? You humping? What's going on? People want to need to know what's going on in your person.
Nah.
You beat the trial. Did you go get something that same day? Well, what's going on?
Well, you know, I just left. You know, I just did the 20v1, man, with Savage. So you know.
Oh yeah. Okay. When that's coming out?
Well, it came out and he had some things in there for whatever reason. He put some, you know, some Dolph clips, like some shit happened from the news and some things like this. So, you know, some people was reaching out to him potentially about lawsuits and things like that. So, you know, he had to shut it down. He said he was gonna like, re-edit it and put it back out. So, I guess he a good little dude. I think he just moving at his own pace, or whatever. I feel like, he got what he needs, so he'll put it out, what I'm saying, when he feel like it's right.
Okay.
But it was out for like maybe 2 days though, and then he took it down because he was getting a little backlash or whatever, and yeah, I didn't. I don't see why the Dolph stuff, and then the caption, I think Dolph name was even in the caption, so look, people was upset with that, so yeah.
All right. Thank you for letting us know about that. But can you answer the question?
Man, and I knew you were finna double back.
Big facts.
I knew that.
Because it's people want to know,
Nah,
bro.
no, I don't. No, I don't have a woman. No, I don't have a woman. I got it. Of course, I got. I know people. I conversate or whatever. But man, Angel got some in the works for me that I'm gonna tell you about off camera. That's why I was kind of real hesitant about answering that question.
What you about to play in a porno movie?
Man, you don't start giggity,
Angel,
man.
that's your
Man, don't start giggity, man.
that's your
Man,
that's your
man,
manager, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to Angel.
Yeah, Angel, yeah, that's my
She
manager,
managed
man.
you and Woody.
Yeah. Shout out to Woody. Yeah,
So you got a chance to do something with Woody?
No, we ain't got a chance to do anything as of yet. But we chop it up. We pray together. Woody on a positive spiritual journey, and Woody'll stay on the phone with a nigga and preach to a nigga for about 40, 50 minutes, and normally, what I'm saying, well, I remember it was times when, you got niggas be doing that, but they be faking like a white Jamaican, but Woody, he really sincere with it, and cause I could be wrong, but me and bro, we'll have some conversations, and I ain't gonna fake it or whatever, and I think, cause he, if he disagree with me, he gonna say it. There's one thing about Woody, he'll tell me, and I respect him for that, and I think he don't necessarily feel like that I done changed all the way, so to speak, or whatever, and
Yeah, I feel like that too.
but I respect it, and but don't nothing happen overnight,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a work in progress, and when you've been in an environment for so long, you can't just change it, and Woody done even admit it to me, you be wrestling, bro. You be wrestling with the old you and the new you, and sometimes certain individuals won't let the old you go to sleep and stay asleep.
Man, boy, y'all might have to go do 20 then.
Yeah, well,
Man,
if
say.
it come down to that, about my respect, it is what it is.
Okay, what are your thoughts on people from Memphis saying, and other places saying that the beef between Gotti and Dolph started because Gotti was jealous of Young Dolph?
Man, no disrespect to Dolph, it's like I'm just a realist, it's like jealous of what? What Dolph had that Gotti ain't got 4, 5 times? I mean, I respect people's mind and their opinion or whatever, but when you saying that, come with something to back it up. I mean, like, what does he? If the man got arguably the hottest label in the game, he had way more money. I mean, So with that being said, I don't know what it was to be jealous of, So I don't. I think that's like one of the just some shit that somebody just put out there, a fabricated story, because in my opinion, the beef started from something totally different, and it damn sure wasn't because Yo was jealous of Dolph. I think Yo took offense to when he tried to sign Dolph, and Dolph went on. I think it was the Breakfast Club, and revealed a conversation that he had with Gotti, and he called Gotti a whole ass nigga, and I think that's what kind of like kicked it off. You know what I'm saying? And that's what started it.
Okay, switching gears. I seen reports of Pooh Shiesty being home from federal custody. Is this true?
Uh, I can't I can't adamantly say it's true, but I seen his mom make a post the other day. Shout out to his mom Gladys. I know her personally, and she good people. Uh, she made a post, and her post said, "Yesterday price ain't today's price, and it's over with." And so I took I ain't never known Gladys to be the kind of person that flaws. She always been a woman of her word, stand up person. So if she went on social media and made that post about her son, who was a star, uh, I just don't see her doing it, just on some goofy shit.
So is he really like that in the streets?
To my Pooh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Pooh. Yeah, he the Prince of Drill. Yeah, he like that. Yeah, he get around. Him 30, big 30. Uh, you got a lot of rappers that's in that game and they just rappers. But no, Shiesty really like that. And I know this for a fact. I know it personally that a young nigga he gonna stand on beating. I mean, he got it in his blood. From his dad. His dad a street nigga, well respected.
Okay. So for a person that the internet says has a 200K hit on your head, you've been moving around doing interviews, getting to the bag. So how do you feel about that?
Shit, you answered your own question, in my opinion. Uh, you know, you see how I pulled up here today, OG Giggity.
Big facts.
Yeah, I ain't got no worries. I'm,
Ain't worried about nothing.
yeah, for
Ain't
sure,
worried
for
about
sure, yeah.
yeah. For you.
I mean, I ain't saying I'm the big bad wolf, but just the way I was raised, I just can't imagine me not going somewhere where I need to go. Um, I wouldn't be able to live with myself, So as far as the $200,000 hit, I mean, why they wait till they say not guilty to put? I was on bond for 3 years. That shit didn't even make no sense. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that was just the internet just talking. Man. I think I seen Birdman say the other day, man. The internet undefeated. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta let it be. You know what I'm saying? So I think somebody was interviewing. They was asking, they was like, man, why you don't never respond to things that people say and all of this and so I agree with that. You know what I'm saying? It's undefeated. So I ain't even respond to when I seen the goofy shit, the $200,000 fake hit or whatever because I was in Memphis, Tennessee on bond just for 3 years and man, the way they move in Memphis, if it was 200K out there, uh, I would have been on CNN one way or the other.
Mm. If you had to choose 3 words to describe yourself, which one would capture Hernandez Govan?
3 words to describe myself:
Yeah.
loyal, uh, confident, uh, firm.
The name Hernandez. Are you a little Latino in you? What's going on with this?
Nah. I can't forget, man. My mama, she told me how that happened, but I just can't remember. But I used to always tell people, I just be like, man, my mama was a little tipsy when she had me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to always joke. But yeah, my mama, she told me why she named me that, but I just can't remember right off. But yeah, I used to hate it. You know what I'm saying? Like I used to want to get my name changed and shit like that. But I don't know. I guess it kind of grew on me and shit. They for sure used to make fun of my name, and I don't know. I just hate getting pulled over, man. Handing my ID over. When they see Hernandez, now they thinking I'm impersonating. They call that shit false identity theft and all of that. You know what I'm saying? It just be hard for them to believe that a black nigga named Hernandez. You know,
Man,
so
I would, I, would- I, would- I would think that it's good for like the best of both worlds. The Latin community go to speaking Spanish to you, and women walking
yeah.
up, you be like, oh, you gotta learn Spanish. You gotta say "sí." That just
Yeah,
mean
yeah,
yes. That's
yeah,
all I
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I, you know,
Shout out to my Latin community.
but I mean, I get compliments, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I don't like, I don't like it. I don't like it. I prefer my quit or quit.
Cause yeah, you be hit me and you used to confuse me at first when I first met you. You had a lot of names. It's like, wait, is Quet, is Govan, Hernandez? Who the? But
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't the only one. Come on, man. You got about 6 of them yourself now,
yeah,
Giggy.
but I put the AK in this side, break it up.
Yeah,
You just
yeah,
straight
yeah, for
brrr.
sure. Yeah, for
Hernandez
sure.
Govan, Quet, blah blah blah. You be like,
Yeah,
hold up,
yeah.
bro.
You gonna have to help me with that, man. You gonna have
Don't
to.
worry, I'm here for you,
Yeah,
brother.
yeah. We gonna have to put something together.
So what kind of student were you growing up, and what kind of grades did you make?
I was I was a smart student. I've always been intelligent and you know I made good grades until I started getting distracted and with gambling. Then they kind of like upgraded to selling drugs, marijuana, and but prior to that though, yeah, for sure, I made A's, B's, you know what I'm saying, and I was real smart, and I ran track, um, and state champion in track in high school, and so I was on the right path, and I just got off on the wrong exit.
So as a young man, who did you look up to, or did you draw inspiration from?
It'd be hard for me to say that I looked up to a nigga. I had I got some legendary dudes from my neighborhood that motivated me. Uh, my brother Tick Tick, uh, Dirty. Um, if you know me, you know who I'm talking about. HP. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Nose. Uh, so yeah, them. My brother Evlon for sure. Yeah. Then my brother Lance. We motivated each other, and so yeah, those people right there that I named. Some of the main people that motivated me. Like I used to watch them when I was younger, and yeah, they had the cars and the women, and I'm like, that's the route I'm taking, So yeah, yeah, for sure.
So growing up in Memphis, did you go to school with any of the city well-known rappers like Juicy J, 8 Ball JG, or any of the 3 6 Mafia?
Uh, Now 3-6 for the most part they was from the Whitehaven area. But Crunchy, shout out to Crunchy, that's my dude. We was just on the phone yesterday, and every time me and Crunchy get on the phone, it be so hard for us to get off, man. That's my dog, and but nah, I ain't go to school. Me and MJG, we of course we be around each other every day from the car wash, from being at Pressure World, and him trying to make a nigga drink Jack Daniels all day. And but nah, I ain't go to school. G and Ball, of course they older than me. I think Paul and Juicy a few years older than me. I ain't never met Paul. Met Juicy one night. It was some crazy shit. Me and Flip pulled up on him, and I think Flip was doing a verse for him, and we pulled up on him, and when we pulled up on him, he had my nigga girl in the car, and he had just bought the Phantom, and when he pulled up, and I jumped out. She was trying to hide in the floorboard of that motherfucker. But yeah, so yeah. Shout out to Juicy, but yeah, nah, I ain't go to school with them though. They was a few years older.
So did you know any of the famous female artists like
Famous from.
K Michelle, Gangsta Boo,
Oh yeah, I
or
know.
LaChat?
Yeah, I know Boo. Yeah, I knew Boo personally. Of course, I know of Chat. You know what I'm saying? If I see her, we might do the head nod or the peace sign or something. I don't know, K. Michelle. I got a homeboy that know her personally, but I don't. So, of course, I don't know Glow. She way younger, so shout out to Glow. So, but she doing her thing though, representing the city.
What kind of hobbies did you have growing up? Did you play any sports, instruments, or have any interest, something that might surprise us?
Uh,
Like what I mean, like take for
I'm
instance, Crypto G's. He's 6'4". He played the clarinet in the band. Like you wouldn't think a big guy like that will be blowing the
yeah,
clarinet.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know?
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
give us something like that.
I mean, I mean, I guess some people would probably be shocked and surprised, that uh, I was very athletic in school, very in tune with sports. Um, so that's about it. Like the media, like if someone like don't know me personally and they looking at me on the news or whatever, they wouldn't. I don't think they would take me as being a person that's like a sports addict and just basically my whole life revolve around sports. Now it's been YouTube done kind of like ease his way into my program, but yeah, for the most part, I ain't on no gangster time. I ain't on none of that. I'm like I said, I love playing sports, watching sports, and that's about it.
So did you grow up in a single parent household, or did you have both parents?
Nah. I grew up single parent. Well, I don't know how you would say it if shit, my grandmama and my mama. So they both of them was my parents. But far as my father, he wasn't around. You know, but we cool now though. Me and my dad, we straight. My dad actually came to my trial, and it was times shit. I went 15, 20 years probably without seeing my dad. You know what I'm saying? No contact, no none of that. My grandmama though, she was always accessible. Accessible. I could. My grandmama had a beauty shop on Park. I could go up there welcome anytime, but my dad was never around. Nigga ain't never bought me a cheeseburger. But that was when I was younger though. But now me and my dad, we 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I get it. You know what I'm saying? Cause I done been, I done been there. You know what I'm saying? And but he showed up to my trial. My daddy got one leg, man, and you got to go up like 2, 3 sets of stairs coming in that court building. You know what I'm saying? So I commended him, you know what I'm saying, for that, and he didn't show up just once, he showed up 2 or 3 days, you know what I'm saying. So yeah. He was the first person that when they said the second not guilty, I turned around and looked him in the eye, and we both hit our chests, and so yeah, we building the bond. I pull up on my pops, you know what I'm saying, the other day, chop it up with him, you know what I'm saying, buy him a bottle or something. We sit there and he tell me a few of his pimp stories and keep it pushing.
Your name is affiliated with many celebrities in the music industry, such as Lil Flip, Big Jook, and T.I. How would you say you became connected with these individuals?
Uh, well, I guess I started off with Tip first. I wouldn't call it a connection. It was just a situation. He was beefing with Lil Bro. He was beefing with Flip. Uh, Little chick had told him that Lil Bro had said some goofy shit about him, about the King of the South shit, and which bro didn't even say. And so one thing led to another. You know what I'm saying? And we went to the Source Awards, and when Flip performed the game over, I had the fuck T.I. shirt on stage, and then right after that, he ended up coming to Houston, went by the radio station, and said he was finna parade around and go to the Clove and look for this fake gangster. And so we was at the house. We was at the house getting tatted, and shit, when the DJ dude from the radio station called and told him, we heard it because he had it on speaker. shit, we like, let's roll. You know, come on, we finna go to the hood, you know. So we went to the hood and Tip pulled up, you know. Think he was with think he was in the truck with Bun B if I ain't mistaken, and he got out. He said a few words to Flip, and when he was kind of like walking toward bro, he kind of like walked the wrong way, kind of like walked in front of me and Pone, and one thing led to another, and he ended up losing his Pimp Squad click chain, and we took it to Johnny and got it melted down and got some clover medallions made out of it. And but yeah, but I say all that to say though, I ain't gonna get on here and cap like Tip a hoe because that nigga got hard. He's just a little nigga though, you know what I'm saying? But he got hard though. He'll fight, you know what I'm saying? And he wasn't ducking nothing. But yeah, so that's how that happened. And as far as Juke, you know, just like you know what I'm saying. I got some people that I'm close to, you know. You know, had a relationship with his mom back in the day, and I don't know how long they was married or whatever, but you know, we had them ties and just gambling in the streets and moving around, and I think based off of that little family connection that we had, it was the respect was already there. So you know what I'm saying, we just would rotate on certain things, you know what I'm saying. Same thing with Dolph, you know. You know, I call out to the north. I might be looking for some yellow, some drink or something. And might not be nothing in the mound. Big Daddy, C Baby and them, they might have something out there. And I pull up on grip or whatever, and so you know that's how that evolved. And far as Flip, you know, little brother, you know, I was bumped into him in L.A. At Miss Grace's house, and a couple times, and this one particular time I had went. She was low on bottles. She served everybody. Like you pull up at her house, she got 400-500 pints. That's low to her, and you pull on her street, nigga. She was protected by the bloods. She had the bloods at the end of the driveway, top of the street, bottom of the street. She was crazy, and it was before 9/11. You know what I'm saying? And so one day I went about, I think we went about maybe like, I don't know, 70, 80 pints or something. It was her last, and we pulled out. She hit my line. We was going down Century Street in L.A. And she was like, she said she sold us her last bottles. She said, my Texas boys in town on a concert. She said, Teardrop, I need you to turn around and do me a favor. So I turned around and I took her, bro, and he gave me his number and was just like, if I ever needed him, hit him up. And he was gonna show me the same hospitality. And it was actually a situation a few weeks later where I needed to move around. I had got a warrant, and I hit him, and he was like, man, just get you a ticket and pull up, and I'm gonna send a car for you. And he sent the car for me, and you know, it was on from that point. And I think a few street situations that we done been in kind of solidified everything. And you know, so but before the street shit happened though, you know, we had already developed that bond, and you know, we was brothers, you know what I'm saying. And but when the other shit popped off and he seen what it hit for, you know, he knew in his heart that I was one of them ones that really genuinely cared for him, and fuck with him and had his back. So there you have it.
There's a well-known photo of you and Big Jook that was even used in your court case. Can you give us a little background on that picture and what kind of event you was attending?
Yeah, we was at I got a homeboy named Curtis Givens. A lot of people call him Lil Wook. He owned this club called Club Love, and I had just got released from federal prison around that time, and Me and three of the partners, three of my partners, we had went out to love, and I ended up seeing Juke. I ended up seeing Juke in love, and we just chopped it up. You know what I'm saying? And Wook, he have a dude in there. That's that take photos, take pictures and stuff. For the club, and when he seen me and Zook, you know what I'm saying, it was like on some like spur of the moment type shit. Like he like, let me get a picture, let me get a picture, you know what I'm saying? So he took the picture. Me and Big Daddy, you know, we posed for the picture or whatever. So it wasn't nothing that was planned or nothing like that. Just the cameraman asked us to take a photo.
What was your thoughts when you heard that Big Juke was murdered at his family funeral? Or his family, was it
At the
repast?
repast, he was at the
Right.
repast. Yeah, you know, I got the call. I was riding down the street, and I think my brother had called me. Nose called me and was like, told me what happened. You know what I'm saying? And of course, I hated to hear that. And but, I fuck with Big Daddy, and but in these streets, it's like you get numb to it. You just, you be seeing it, your whole life, and when you really from that environment, it's just like, I don't even, it's crazy, man. I don't even cry at funerals no more, really, and because for the most part, I mean, especially if it's one of the homies or a street nigga or something. Now, if it's a lady or a baby or something like that, then yeah, it's different. But when it comes to like a street nigga or something, man, it's just like, man, it's just part of this life we live. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to accept that shit, to be able to survive and have and keep your mental. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mental strong. Because if not, if you gonna let a death, you know what I'm saying, take you down through there, then shit, man. The environment I come from, man, you gonna stay fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I want to kind of go back to the court, to the trial. Um, what do you think was the technicality that allowed you to be found not guilty?
Uh, well, I don't think it was necessarily a technicality. I just think that Manny Aurora painted the picture, and it wasn't hard to paint because it was the truth of how negligent they were, and how they just solely focused on me and didn't even bother to fully investigate other people because of resources that they have, and so they single me out, uh, thinking that it would be a harder fight for me because my resources may not have been as long uh, as the other people that they were investigating. So I think, to answer your question, I think just all the unethical, corrupt things that they did, uh, and not to mention the junkie that was on the stand that was lying, Cornelius. Uh, they seen that, they seen him get caught in like 5 or 6 different lies. Um, so, with that being said, and it's crazy, Jeezy, that was a great question because I think what really, really did it, now that I'm sitting up here thinking while I'm talking, like that lady, the old lady that was like a grandmother to him. And when she got up on this stand, that lady wasn't, she wasn't biased at all. She said a lot of good things about him, about how he helped her with her groceries, and and how she fed him and would let him stay with her sometimes when their lights was off. With all that being said, she said if he told the detectives that someone came by here and gave me $800 in a note, then he a lying motherfucker. And so Manny Aurora pointed out to the jury that if this man would lie on this elderly lady, someone that's like a grandmother to him, and involve her in this dangerous ass case where several people have been killed, what would he do to someone that he only been knowing for 6 months? And he been knowing this lady for 30, 40 years. So I think they kind of stuck with the jury, you know, because I didn't know the lady. She ain't got no reason to lie for me, you know. If she gonna lie for anybody, it's gonna be for him. You know, she said he was like, like a son to her or whatever, a grandson or whatever. So I think once they seen her say that, you know, they had they confirmed to them that he was a habitual liar.
Do you feel that anyone in your circle betrayed or played both sides?
As it relates to the case,
Yeah.
I guess I can probably speak to the betrayed. There was some things that came out in at trial, that some text messages that dropped and Juke had, you know, and I think this was around the time me and Drop had a disagreement about the music, and he was texting Juke like, man, we need to get bro out the way, man. You know, just go on, pay him something, give him something nice, man, and we go ahead and do our thing, you know, and I ain't respect that, you know. I feel like there was some cross out shit, you know, considering that I was the one trying to put you in position to get you out the streets, and that, and trying to basically convince Kaniz to basically frame me, you know, by saying that I was the person in the video with him shooting Dolph. When I seen that shit, I had to sit down. Ain't no way I would have said no shit like that about him. You know, that was my little partner, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like, and yeah, so that kind of opened my eyes up to a lot of shit. Like, that's why I kind of be like, I got some niggas I love, but I'm better by myself, though. Yeah.
How was the support while you was in trial from family and your partners?
Damn, G's. Boy, you hitting home with these. Man, like, you know, I told my nigga the other day, man, the best thing came out of this situation is it was a lot of niggas that I had that I would have threw it all away for. I would have risked it all for. And them niggas did the total opposite of what I would have done if they was in my shoes. You know, a lot of niggas counted me out, you know, and so with that being said, you know, ain't no way like a nigga could call me right now and say a nigga car was on fire. I wouldn't pull up, you know, and it's a couple niggas, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm gonna give you an example, G's. I'm talking about I got this one nigga, I'm talking about, man, like I love this nigga, like, I'm talking about, like, blood couldn't make us no closer, you know, and just so happened, at the time of the murder, whenever Dolph got killed, I was on the phone with him, and we chopping it about FanDuel. And fast forward to years later, when Manny going through all the paperwork and all the discovery, and you know, Manny called me one day. He like, who number is such and such, such and such? And I'm like, that's my brother number. And he was like, we need him. I'm like, we need him for what? He said, if you were on the phone with him 2 minutes prior to Young Dolph being killed, talking about FanDuel, how in the hell were you plotting and planning and conspiring to kill a rapper at that time? And you're on the phone with somebody talking FanDuel. So Manny wanted him to come and to testify to that. So the jury could see that I'm on the phone talking about sports and making bets. So how am I plotting, planning, and conspiring a murder? And bro wouldn't do it. And if the shoe was on the other foot, I would have beat the judge to court for him. It ain't nothing that would have stopped me. And so, with that being said, I'm glad that happened and opened my eyes up because I was willing to throw my life away about some niggas that wouldn't have for sure did it for me.
You was labeled the mastermind to a high-profile case. What would you want them to understand about you now?
That I'm not that person that the media portrayed me to be. Am I an angel? Hell no. But I ain't the type of person to go around hurting innocent people. I just wasn't raised like that. I come from a hustling background, so I just want them to know that when they see me on the internet, going back and forth with certain people or whatever, it has nothing to do with my innocence with the Dolph case. It's just me being me and me being passionate about my respect. But that shouldn't hold no weight on whether I was innocent or guilty just because I ain't no poodle. I ain't gonna never be no poodle. Like, you can't turn a pit bull to a poodle. Like, it's just impossible. So with that being said, I'm gonna be me, but that don't change the fact that I'm innocent.
Did hearing not guilty give you a sense of feeling of the Teflon Don?
Nah, it ain't give me it's crazy. I got a couple partners in the hood right now call me Teflon Quit. And, but nah, hell no, I don't feel like that because, man, I could slip up tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And they on my ass like back pockets, you know what I'm saying? So, nah, hell no, I know I ain't Teflon nothing, you know what I'm saying? So.
Was this a state case?
Yeah, it was state. Yeah,
So do you have any fear of it going to the feds coming back and picking it up?
I mean, I just don't see how that could be. I just don't see how that could be possible. Me and Gotti, we had no dealings whatsoever. And I want to address something. Because in one interview, I made a statement where I was like, I don't know Gotti. I came back in another interview and I was like, well, the only time I've ever had a conversation with him was about one of his artists that he had a long time ago. I think I had a little pressure on the artist, and Gotti reached out to somebody that's like family to me, and they got me on the phone, and Yo was just like, man, can we work this out? You know what I'm saying? And for sure we could. It wasn't nothing that serious, Just one of his little partners had a sucker attack, and I addressed it. You know what I'm saying? And so me having a conversation with a nigga on the phone that I ain't never met, just because I talked to him on the phone, I still don't know him. You know what I'm saying? Like, I done talked to a lot of niggas on the phone that I ain't never been in their face. I don't know them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with you over the phone. I don't know you though. So, I stand on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? My relationship was with Big Daddy. It wasn't with, you know what I'm saying? So, it can't be no federal charge through me, because I ain't never dealt with bro on nothing.
You was found out guilty. Is there any fear or worries about someone from Young Dolph team trying to get their get back?
No, it ain't no fear. It ain't no worries. Is it a reality? Maybe. But I've been dealing with this shit my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I done been shot a couple times. You know what I'm saying? I done took them and gave them. And so I ain't doing no tripping. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, bro. Like, all I can say is, man, a nigga just better be prepared to leave it all on the field. You know what I'm saying? And 'cause I know I am.
Again, you was found not guilty of a high-profile case. Did the women flood the social media trying to tell you, "Let me be the first pick"?
Hey, 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 Jesus, man, this, I'm gonna tell you something, man. Like, I don't know how celebrities do it. I just don't. Like, bro, I ain't even no celebrity. Man, if I show you my DM, my inbox and
I'm
shit.
gonna see it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm talking about, I got videos of mother sending you videos of they pussy bust wide open and they numbers and asking for my cash apps and you know what I'm saying? People I don't know sending me money and it's just weird, bro. It's just different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm here for it.
Do you think what came behind this, the fame, the publicity on this high-profile case, do you think it would ever go away?
Uh, it's hard to say. And the reason why I say it's hard to say because I don't plan on going away. So as long as I'm here, I think it's gonna be here.
What toll did this case take out on your family mentally, emotionally, and personally?
Man, I can't even come up with no type of words or measurements or anything to describe. It's like it was rough, bro. You know what I'm saying? Financially, uh, mentally, and that shit right there will affect you physically. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was rough. We had some long nights. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So it was rough, bro.
If the roles were reversed, would you trust the legal system to acquit someone in your position?
If the roles were reversed, Jesus, when you say if the roles were reversed, are you saying like if one of my family members had been murdered or something?
Yeah.
Well, I said the other day, if a lot of people, that's online that was saying that I'm guilty or whatever, I do feel like if their family member was in my shoes, they would want them to be judged the same way that I was, and that's with a fair trial.
What's worse, being labeled guilty by public opinion or being innocent and still seen as guilty?
What's worse, being guilty by public opinion or what?
Being innocent and still being seen as guilty.
I think, man, damn, that's tough, man. I think I'm gonna have to go with being guilty by public opinion.
Um, with all this that happened, how do you feel you handle the hate? The people still coming at you, saying things all in your DM.
You said, how do I feel like I handle it?
How do you?
Oh, I feel like I do a great job because I be me and my partner, we be sitting up in the car, we be laughing at that shit. You know what I'm saying? It be like somebody will send me some goofy shit to my DM, some dumb shit like probably somebody that work at a warehouse or well, I ain't gonna say that because it's some gangsters that work at warehouses. Niggas change their life, but it might be a nigga that's you know what I'm saying, a geek or something that'll send me some tough ass shit. You know what I'm saying? You can look at his picture and be like, ain't no way Mr. Fairley just sent me this. You know what I'm saying? Like, so nah, I don't be doing no trip. I just seen somebody just put a smile on my face. Yeah. But yeah, so yeah, that's what it is.
One of the people convicted and implicated Big Jook, Yo Gotti brother, as someone that was paying for the hit. Do you feel you will ever be able? Do you feel they will ever go after Yo Gotti behind this murder of Dolph?
No, I don't feel like they will because again, I mean, I ain't no, I'm not a prosecutor or nothing like that, but I mean, I just don't see how it would be possible considering that Big Daddy gone. I've adamantly stated that me and Burr ain't never had no dealings. I know the junkie that testified against me don't know him. Not sure Drop Drop got the chance to meet Yo. I don't know if Big Daddy had got a chance to take him around him yet, but so with that being said, I just don't see how it could possibly happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would have to be someone that could, a living person that could testify and, you know, and would be willing to say that, you know, Yo did whatever they say he did. And I don't know who that person could be that was related to the case, you know.
Did you leave Memphis after the case? Or you still there?
Yeah, I left to go do an interview.
Would you ever leave? Or Memphis is home?
I mean, if I did leave, it'd be voluntarily. I mean, yeah, I mean, the only person that could run me from Memphis is Freddy Krueger or somebody, you know. Yeah. I think he did.
If you could say one thing to Dolph's family, what would it be?
I would say that they should. What would I say to Dolph family? I would just say, man, you know, first, you know, I'm sorry for their loss, and with that being said, you know, if I was in their shoes, I somewhat get it, you know, them looking at me a certain way or whatever, because you got a junkie that admitted to killing Dolph, that's saying that I had some involvement, but I just wish that they knew the case in its entirety, and if they did, I think they will understand my point of view better. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I mean, you got people that they've been doing this for years. Jeezy, people that'll get jammed up and lie on someone else just to try to get out of it. You know, you really got some scumbag ass people, you know what I'm saying, devil-minded people like that, and he one of them. You know, and I know why. You know, he did what he did and said what he said. You know, because I seen it in his eyes before he got arrested. You know, he really, like, in the discovery, he said when he seen me one day, when he bumped into me, he said he told his uncle on a jail recorded call that I put a bug in his jacket, which is a wire or whatever. First of all, I hadn't even been approached by the authorities at that time. So for a person to put a bug in your jacket, they would have to get it from the police. Second of all, how the hell I'm gonna turn into Denzel Washington and put a bug in your jacket without you knowing it? So, you know, it's things like that, you know what I'm saying, you know, that they should be able to, you know what I'm saying, see, you know what I'm saying, and be like, damn, this person right here, he really need to produce movies, you know what I'm saying, like, because he got some cold shit up in his head that he, you know what I'm saying, makes up and say, and it sometimes sounds believable or whatever the case may be. But, you know, I would also tell them, like, you know, I've been in the street so long, bro, like, if that was my drill, that car wouldn't have been across the street from my house. Like, it's just like no way possible, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way, like, you know, so it's just, you know what I'm saying, I just hope they can just open their eyes up and just see the bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So let's get a little streets.
Okay.
And I'm thinking about this while we talking. Do you feel Young Dolph made any mistakes to his demise, as far as a street person, like how he moved, anything?
Of course. Yeah, you know, and it's well known in the neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? You know, you got a few OGs that reached out to Dolph and was like, man, you know, man, stop saying dude name and on every song, man, just let it be, If you gon' if you gonna shake something, shake it. You know what I'm saying? Just let the music go. And for whatever reason, he just decided not to. And so that right there, I think the constantly the constant antagonizing, or whatever, that played a factor in it. And I think when he got that call that day from the person that I mentioned when I was on Vlad, because this person was trying to squash the beef between him and Yo. And Yo was open to it, but he declined. He hung up the phone in that person's face and blocked that person and told him, he ain't want no parts of that. So if he would have put his pride to the side that day and would have been open to having that conversation with Yo, a lot of this could have been avoided.
What's your next move now? How will you rebuild your life, your name, and your legacy?
My next move, man, I'm on what y'all on. You know what I'm saying? I'm just staying focused, you know what I'm saying, on this YouTube. I'm about to conduct my first interview for my podcast. I ain't gonna even say who that is, but it's somebody who I consider that's well-respected OG in the game. And it ain't no consider, it's a fact. So I'm excited about it, and I look forward to it. So I'm just gonna, focus on, building my podcast and, doing, I got a little documentary that I'm about to get ready to do. And so that's what I'm on. I'm just trying to capitalize off of the government muddying my name up.
So I see you in the YouTube world. How has it been treating you?
It's cool, G. So, I'm just starting to get the well, I ain't gonna say I'm just starting to get the hang of it, cause I catch on fast. I got a partner, a good friend of mine that's been politicking with me on the editing. You know what I'm saying? And I'm slowly learning it, or whatever, by myself or whatever. And so I like it, and I'm a hustler, and I see the ceiling on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's real high, So with that being said, I'm here and hopefully here to stay. Hopefully.
What's one of the weirdest things you encountered jumping into this YouTube game?
One of the weirdest things that I didn't encounter jumping into the YouTube game. I didn't know that. I didn't know that this case and being on YouTube, I guess, being a blog or whatever, would like have people like treating you like you somebody. Like, I think the weirdest thing for me is walking through the airport and people asking me to take pictures, bro. Like, that shit's so weird to me, like, because I ain't nobody. I'm just a regular person from Orange Mound, and I even had a flight attendant. I forget what airport I was at. She had my ticket in her hand. She said, I ain't giving you your ticket till you take a picture with me. And I'm like, who playing? Give me my ticket. She was like, I just texted my son and told him you was standing right here, and he told me I'm lying. And, it's just weird, or whatever, and then like, if you tell them that you don't want to take a picture, and they get an attitude, so I just never thought I'd be having people asking for autographs or take a picture, you know what I'm saying, because of some negative stuff that I was involved in. It's just weird.
So in closing, how could they find you? What's your social media, YouTubes?
Oh, yeah, my IG is Hernandez Govan, 23, HernandezGovan 23. I'm on Facebook, Box Truck Quit. My YouTube, my channel is Ed Quit Pics, QUETTEPICKS. I put content on there about my picks, my sports. I gamble a lot on FanDuel. I also been covering, hip hop, certain stories that that's attractable. You know what I'm saying? That grab my attention. I cover it.
Any shots you want to send out? Shout outs, not shots. Let me
Yeah,
correct that. Any shout outs
yeah.
you
We ain't
wanna
gonna do no
say?
shots. We ain't gonna do it. Yeah. We did. That's the past life, G.
Right.
Yeah.
Is
You gotta
any
let that
shout
go,
outs you
G.
want to send out?
Damn. Wow. Yeah, man. If I forget you, man, charge it to my head, not my heart. Wow, man. Shout out to Gangster, man. Who Woody, Vlad, Adam 22. Man, who else? Angel. Man. My family, my friends. Man, my cousin. I can do my family, right?
You do whoever you want.
My cousin Daryl. Man, my auntie Bunny. Who else, man? My daughters. Jelly, BJ, Isis, Tay, Lou, my two sons, just everybody that genuinely support me, man, and they got my back. Man, it's gonna be a lot of people mad, bro, that I didn't call their name. Like, you know what I'm saying, man. My cousin Ed, man. Peasy, Dirty, man, just everybody, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I missed you, Trail, Gun Down, I love y'all, bro, for sure. Yeah.
All right, y'all, and we out.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
What's up, y'all? We are Vice Versa. I'm Butterscotch.
And I'm Princess.
Y'all rehearsed that? I'm Butterscotch, I'm Chris. So, where y'all was born and raised at?
Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Yes.
And what drove you guys this way?
Well, we got family here, so we actually came here because of our family and just for better opportunities.
So you two sisters or
We're twins.
Twins.
twins? Okay.
Yeah.
And I heard some music. So what inspired you two to rap?
Well, for starters, it was just something that for our birthday we was gifted studio time. So we went in there and we made our first song, GDMF. And then everybody was like, they liked our songs and stuff like that. So they was like, keep going. So we just went in there and made more.
So you both of y'all do y'all own writing?
Yes.
Yeah, we write everything ourselves.
Oh, so you don't cheat. You'll be like, sis, add me a little ball here, help me here.
We do, converse. I might
Yes.
listen to what she got, play off of what she wrote. She might do the same.
Or like if
If
somebody
we
got
stuck, we might
right,
help
if
each
somebody
other.
used it on a word, and we like, nah, you should use this one because it flow better.
Okay. So what inspired the group name?
Vice
Vice
versa.
versa,
I
if-
mean, I feel like that's us. Like,
Yeah.
it's giving yin and yang. It's giving either or. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. We be finishing each other's sentences. We pretty much do everything together. So, but we don't look exactly alike. We're not the same person.
Yeah.
So I feel like you get a
Different
little
on
bit
the outside, same on the
inside.
inside.
Yeah, basically.
What's your birthday? What the birthday?
January 5th.
Well, birthday
Capricorn,
passed, so
the goat.
Gigi, you ain't gotta spend no money. You play.
It's okay because
No.
y'all got what, like
You-
3 more months?
Exactly.
3 more months.
Turn back around. Okay, January
Right back
what?
around. 5th.
Wow, I got out January the 3rd.
Really? That's crazy.
So, what inspired your music career?
We always just been musically inclined. Our parents are very musical people. We've been into all type of music from young kids. So just being able to do it and create our own music is
It's
something different.
different.
We never imagined we'll be doing it, but it's a different form of creativity and a different outlet for us. So I don't know. We just making the best of it. It's turning out good so far. So
Yeah. Also, our brothers used to like make music, like record their own music and stuff like that. And we just kind of like grew up around the process of making music as well. And they'll like let us hear their songs, and we used to be really inspired by that.
So you all love music?
yeah, we
Yeah.
love it. All kinds.
All right, give me a rap.
Everything.
Bust a rap for me right now.
Oh, baby, we ain't no freestyle people. We
Well,
might
she
get.
already has the people that be freestyling. That be stuff they be in the road already.
Oh, well, we'll
Like
give you a
Crypto
little
writes
something
stuff,
that
he
we.
rap.
Oh, we'll
He
give
ain't
you a
let y'all
little
hear
something
his
that we
music?
wrote.
Yeah, something that we wrote. About 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You need him
I
to
don't
beat
wanna
out for y'all?
I don't know if I want to do
Here you go.
something.
Beat on the chest or something.
Okay, yeah, we can do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Start with I ain't gonna
Oh.
lie.
I guess I'll give y'all a little something, and I'll give y'all a backstory. Now, before I get started, let me introduce myself. Real pretty, slice of ditty, never excuse myself. Slim, round, trim, brown, never misuse myself. If you think you can stand, I'ma go under the belt. Creme de la cream is what they scream. It ain't hard to believe I'm everybody's dream. Cocky it seem, can't blame me. Mean mug like a street thug, cause I ain't nice. Trying to get at me, you better roll your dice. I'm so sexy, no you can't caress me. When I'm cashing, only time you can check me. I'm tired of these niggas, can I get my check please? So yeah.
What, you think she held both of y'all down?
Yeah, she had both of us
Okay.
down for sure.
Okay. So how you feel about leaving Mississippi and the music influence, you know, the culture for us here? What's the difference between Mississippi music and Dallas music?
Oh, it's a good question. First off, even though it's a difference, we do listen to some Dallas artists, but I would just say like the environment, like what somebody in Mississippi might go through, people in Dallas cannot relate, you know.
I feel like since Dallas is such a diverse city,
Yes.
you run into more cultures, more, different type of artists and stuff.
Yes.
Back in Mississippi, I feel like most of the people we know, they only rap. Here, we know people that make rock, country, all type of stuff. So, I mean, it influences our music because we get to, like I told y'all, we listen to everything. So, we get to mesh what we already, are used to with new sounds and new people and, different culture and music. So,
And just knowing a lot of songs from like the 70s and 80s and so forth and so on too helps with making it different.
What celebrity do you feel inspired your music?
I can't say it's celebrity. I feel like all
Yeah.
celebrities inspire me. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite celebrity anyway.
Yeah.
I listen to all types of music. Everybody is different for their own sound. So, what you think?
Yeah. I think our playlist is too diverse.
But a lot of people
To
say we
choose.
remind them of the City Girls. I don't know how. I guess because it's just two of us.
Yeah.
And then, one kind of darker, one kind of lighter. I feel like it's more of the resemblance, not the music. But a lot of people tell us they don't.
Yeah.
So who would y'all like to collaborate with?
I want to collaborate. If I had to just pick one person, right now, I feel like the closest person that I feel like will be a vibe that we'll be lit with, that's a popping artist, is Glorilla. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. Possibly.
But everybody, if we could.
Yeah.
But we real into Lil Wayne and them. So if we could ever get a collab with Lil Wayne,
Yeah. I was
that'll
just
be
gonna
lit
say
too.
mine would definitely be like a Lil Wayne type of vibe. I would say.
So what does the lyrics, if an N-word say he mine, tell him to show your receipt? What that mean, man?
You gotta say it like this: if a nigga say he mine, tell him show a receipt.
Oh, so the dude be claiming y'all like,
Yeah.
Show
Yes.
that-
People be flogging. They be lying.
oh, I get the
Like,
twin.
yeah. Pull
Yeah.
out that paperwork. Show me something. Like,
Right.
don't be around here claiming me if you ain't got no proof.
So y'all
That's
had
it.
that problem?
Yes.
Plenty
I
of
think.
times.
Yeah. I think everybody be having that kind of problem.
Now Crypto G, he don't have them problems.
Oh,
You guys
okay.
can, yeah. So are you guys dating?
Are we currently dating right now? I'm not. I don't know about
Yeah,
her. I'm not
dating.
currently dating.
Dating, yeah.
I'm
For
focused
sure.
on the bag.
Yeah.
So you have a certain guy, like, is there, what kind of guy can grab your attention in the club? Or in general?
I was
I was saying the club, none.
What if you come up, like, here, you gonna buy you something to drink? Get you something.
Then that's just what it's gonna be. But in the club, cause 9 times out of 10, you at that club every weekend, every other weekend.
So, all right, well, what if you meet him at Walmart?
Okay. Well,
That's
like, what
different.
type of guy could grab our attention is the question, right?
Yeah, Walmart, right? Cause
Okay,
you gonna
anywhere.
be at Walmart every week too. Man. Bunch of women
I
at
would say
Walmart.
it isn't based on like what type of guy. I'm a personality person. I feel like if I was dating, it would be the approach. You know, somebody who knows how to have an intellectual conversation, who is of course a gentleman, and you know, things like that. What about you?
She don't want to give up too much. I can tell.
Honestly, I would say pretty much the same, and just like being respectful, like not making me feel like not being overly sexual, and trying to floss too much. Just being
Be yourself.
cool, you
So
know.
Somebody who can be themselves.
So you
Yeah.
saying when you meet him, you don't want him to about give me some on the first date?
Yeah, no.
No, cause what?
That's just, that's not something that's
My
discussed.
whole
It's just
thing
something
is,
that
it's
kind
Gonna
of,
happen.
yeah, it just don't happen. But if you
It's
just
two
pushing it,
fours. Yeah, there ain't nobody worried about all that. Like,
Right.
let's get
Yeah,
to know
certain
each
height.
other. A certain height.
Yeah.
I like taller guys. I ain't gonna even. I'm
right,
short. What,
right.
like,
I would
you
say
know.
she
Like
4'11",
6'3",
so
like
it ain't
6'7".
nobody
I
shorter
don't
than
care.
her.
Taller. It don't matter how tall it is. Tall.
Just long as I'm not taller than you, that's fine with me.
So you have a problem with short guy, midget?
Who, me?
Both of y'all.
No, we
No,
don't have a
it's
problem.
not.
I just never dated anybody
Right.
short.
Midget.
I wouldn't prefer, but
And
I
no
date-
midget
I
ever
date-
tried to talk to me.
Right, we never dated a midget, so we don't know.
Dang right.
How do you feel about a guy you meet at Walmart? He meet check all the boxes, but he live with moms.
I ain't your mama, nigga.
Man, nigga, get the fuck. Nah, I'm just playing, but. Speaking from personal experience, the last relationship I was in, when I met him, he was living with his dad. I feel like, I don't know. Right now, where I'm at, I wouldn't particularly, date anybody living with their parents any longer, because where I'm going in life, I mean, I feel like, especially if you older.
Circumstance, I feel like.
Yeah, it's circumstance, but I feel like if you older than me, I feel like you need to have it together some type of way. Like,
Right. Like this, you can't be over a century older than me staying with your mama.
a century is crazy.
Like, you feel me? Like, it's just, no.
Okay, y'all. Crypto G's in the building.
Hey.
What's
We're
up?
gonna do some freestyling.
Let's
Well,
do
you
it.
kind of know what I'm gonna say. Y'all know where I'm
You been waiting on
going.
this.
Yeah. So, what do you think can better y'all situation to make y'all become who y'all want to be with this rapping?
I would say building the right team of people. It's a lot. People don't understand like everything that goes into being an artist, and we not just artists. We do other things too.
Yeah.
So I feel like having the right team, the right people around us, people who not only sees the value in the music, but also understands their role and what it plays to, assisting. That would be one thing, and another thing is just consistency. I feel like we'll start something and then we just get overwhelmed and we'll stop. So I feel like once we get consistent,
Yeah, I can attest
we
to
will
that.
be able to.
Me for sure.
Why did you look at your sister when you said
Cause me for sure.
Yeah.
I don't get to it when I'm like, okay, I'm gonna need a little break.
Yeah.
When everything start, I need a break.
Who do y'all compare y'all styles to, your flow? If you could put somebody in a rap game that's known, who would you say, each one of y'all say y'all flow like?
I wouldn't, nobody for me.
Me personally, I feel like for each song, I just say how the beat makes me
Yes,
feel. I
I
go with
say.
the beat, so I can't say I sound like nobody, because I don't. When I'm thinking of a song, I'm not thinking, I feel like I should sound like this or that on the song. It's just what the
Right.
beat tells me to say.
Yeah.
If y'all get that,
When it speak to you, right?
Yeah.
Because just to say I sound like somebody,
I can't.
I don't
say.
go for what.
But if y'all
yeah.
if y'all listen, go and check out our music on our page, our vice versa page, or at Taste the Butterscotch, then y'all let us know what y'all think we sound like, or who y'all think, what artists or celebrities y'all think vibe that we give.
Like flow and things like that.
We would love to hear that, so we'll know.
What's the song that y'all felt when y'all did it? Like, I'm ready. What song? Take us to that we can go listen to. We're like, okay, this was the one that said we ready.
Ain't your mama for sure. We came in that studio.
We had wrote, okay, so when they gifted us the studio time, they was like, y'all write 10 songs and we're going to lay them all down. Now, us thinking, oh, this is going to be a breeze. We only wrote 5. That's all. That's the most we could do. But Ain't Your Mama was like the 3rd song we wrote. And we was just
like, which one you want?
We was rehearsing what we was gonna do before, and we was just doing it. And I was like, "Oh
room,
this it right here." Like, we went in there. We was so excited. We
prepared to the T.
Y'all, when we laid that thing down, we was so hyped. Like we could have.
We had the whole studio hype because we was hyped.
We was hyped. We was leaving ready. And when people heard it, that just added more to it.
Yeah.
Like,
we knew it was gonna be something everybody fuck with when we was in the studio. Like how it had everybody coming in there, and it was like, oh, okay, like I fuck with this. So yeah, Ain't Your Mama for sure, and it was a lot of energy behind it.
Mm-hmm. Y'all go check that out. Make sure y'all go check it out. It's out everywhere.
Do y'all feel it's harder to be a female in this rap game?
Yes.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I do. I feel like because it's so many. Well, first of all, I just want to say the female rap artists are taking over right now, but it's so many people that are making music, not just rap artists, but artists in general, that I feel like being an artist is more harder because you basically got to fish your way through all types of different, I don't know, stereotypes and
yeah.
I don't know. Do you feel the men show y'all love or is it fake?
No, I feel like men genuinely show us love because I want to say that we've been fortunate enough in our careers
to make it this far and like continue to have people to bless us with all kinds of information, resources. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't say
people genuinely like fuck with us. That's what our career is really based off of. Like without the, people gifting us the studio time, working with us, wanting to collab with us.
We wouldn't have never thought about doing music had we not got that studio time. And we just went in there on some fuck out shit. And then people
even the videos, we was blessed with the opportunity to do a promotion video at a liquor store. Like they paid us to come and shoot our music video there. And most artists
everybody
that we know,
came, like so that was a
most artists we know, they pay for their music videos. They don't have, people to gift them studio time or whatever. So
or to come through with like clothes and just all kind of things like that, the setup and things like that. It's just something that we appreciate a lot, show a lot of gratitude to.
Have y'all ever experienced somebody using their status to take advantage of y'all?
We literally just went through a situation like this. Long story short, y'all.
People be like,
we got terminated from a brand deal that was not even paying us. We did it off GP because, y'all, we be thinking we got friends and stuff like that.
We got fired from something we weren't even getting paid to do.
So, she basically tried to act like she put us on, but we both been models for as long as we can remember, since we was like 10. And, we just try to help people out when we can, and that was a part of us, supporting the brand. And she, a couple people stepped on our toes.
Yeah, I'm saying, let me just give a perfect example. People be like, oh, you would have never been like this here if I had never gave you this opportunity. Like, you weren't going to just keep going. Especially if something is already started, I'll be like, you remember that time I gave you that ride to the casino? You would have never hit for that if I never took you to the casino. Like, stuff like that. Like, I feel like that's so backhanded, and that's how a lot of people be trying to do us. Mm-hmm. Well, some people be trying to do us. I'm going to say a lot.
What's the battle you ever had with making a song?
A battle? Writer's block. That's the battle. Because we in the heat of the moment type writers. Well, I could say that I am. I'm in the heat of the moment. So I feel like I got to be in that zone. Like everything got to be right. Like I got to be feeling right, feeling the mood, ready to work on some music. Or if I get that writer's block, we going to either be there for hours or we probably not going to record that day. Like,
yeah. Or for me at least, Ooh, it be like,
or making sure it's good enough what we
right.
did. Right.
It be like you can write some stuff down like just draft right, but coming back to it, to work on it. Like the persistence of doing it. 'Cause sometimes it become overwhelming trying to focus on one particular thing in a song and trying to make it work with the beat.
Mm-hmm.
Like your vision versus the beat and like how the beat make you feel. Them type of songs take a long time to.
But as
put
far
together.
as us like working together, making music, I don't
like-
feel like we have like
It's like that.
no issues. We just usually feed off each other energy. We haven't had like a session besides when we was recording Step Town Boogie, which is our country song. It's not out yet. We plan to drop that soon. Speaking of which,
Ooh, yes.
but yeah, that was like the most hardest session we had. Like I feel like since we was trying to do something different, it took a little bit more, but we made it happen. It was good.
We made it happen.
Have there ever been a time when y'all was in the studio working on a song and one of y'all had to say, "Sis, this ain't it"?
Step Town Boogie. I was like, let's just listen to some more beats and then come back to this.
She was like, let's not do
Yo,
this.
let's
We
come
can
back
just
to
do
this because oh my
to
god,
this country idea. I really just wanted to push out a country song. I've been hosting my own events called the Butter Rodeo, so I thought it was gonna be lit. She was like, no, this is not something like y'all.
Yes.
We just it was a mess, but it was
process.
for the better that I pushed us and encouraged us to keep going because we
now
made
we got
it.
a country song.
Yeah, and we plan to do many, many more, and it just shows a diverse side to what we able to do. So I'm glad we made it through that little
I
battle.
am too. 'Cause,
What's the plan for y'all to separate yourself from the other females in the industry?
I feel like the plan for us to separate ourselves is just remaining authentically who we are,
how we was
no
raised.
matter who we work with, no matter who, what projects we do, just always making sure whatever we decide to do going forward still aligns with who we are as people and as a group where we started from.
Moving in our higher self.
Um,
Yeah, all times.
Has it ever been a time when y'all battled each other?
Battle
Give us some context on battle.
Like you ran your flow, she ran hers.
Oh, like against each other?
Yeah, in a rap.
I feel like no, but I feel like it's automatically kind of gives competition as far as like them hearing the verse, the differences between us, even on songs and stuff. I don't feel like
But sometimes we could be like, damn, I need to rewrite my part.
When I be listening, I'll be to wrote my stuff down. We'll be in the studio writing, and I'll be like, what you got? She'll read her stuff. I'll be like, oh shit, I need to come a little bit harder. Cause
sometimes I be feeling like she be going, especially when she start rapping real fast. I be like, oh my God, I need to come up with something that's like just as fast, cause damn. But I just feel like that's not my flow.
As competition when it comes to music, we never have. I feel like we couldn't do that. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. We'll do a little rap battle for like entertainment purposes, but as far as us like doing it, just it was never like, oh, let me be better than her.
Yeah.
One word to describe yourself as an artist. Both of y'all.
So we're gonna do one separate and then both to describe us together. I would say mine is.
I would say mine is knowledgeable. Knowledgeable, I would say that.
I'm gonna say mine is optimistic, cause you just never know what I'm gonna do. I just be doing stuff and
like a wild card. Yeah.
And us together, I feel like we give spunky. I don't know. We give like
sophisticated spunky.
Yeah. I don't know. It's giving. I feel like it's not really a word that can describe us because it's so many other people and so many other artists and so many other twins. But every time people meet us, I feel like we got our own sauce, our own flavor.
Yeah,
so,
definitely. That's what it's just like. Okay, authentic.
Authentic, yeah.
Authentic.
Who do y'all feel like she doing her thing in this rap game? Who do y'all look up to? Who do y'all the inspiration from?
I feel like all the artists that are popping right now are doing real good.
Just and any artists that we grew up listening to, like just any artists that we listened to in the past and now, all of them played their part. All of them.
And I'm just happy to see like the girls now, like the rap, because we listen to all type of music. I told you, I'm an old school music type of person. But I'm just happy that the girls now can still be themselves and the music still, you know, people can relate and it's still doing big things for them and it's taking them places because, you know, it's hard. Like I said, it's so many different styles and people and doing the music. It's just interesting to see people like Sexy Red, Glorilla and stuff from places like where we from, small towns, just blow up and be able to just live their life and do what they want to do and talk about whatever they want to talk about. So
Right, especially like when we like hear them before everything started happening, and then like they finally do get that chance. You're like, oh dang, like I'm so happy for you. Like dang, I'm so, because I remember we listened to this and people like, you know this person, and people like, nah. So it's like you putting them on to people, you know, that they haven't heard, or people putting us on to people that we haven't heard, and then all of a sudden now they like doing performances and meeting these big name people and things like that. Just give us, you know, what do you call it? We already got like faith and hope. When we succeed in almost everything we do. Not almost everything that we do, we succeed. Everything, especially when we do it together.
So I heard you say you old school. Give me somebody. Go. Let me see how old school you is. Go old school for me. Who?
Baby, I love me. Okay, I'm an R&B person. I don't know about all that rap stuff. Now, if we talk about like rap, I want to say like, okay, y'all, if y'all haven't heard Hot Girl Remix, we love the Hot Boys. Like, we grew up, baby. We the original Hot Girls. Okay, period. Like that too. But I want to say old school R&B, baby. Teddy Pendergrass, Marvin Gaye, Aretha Franklin. Like, baby, we that old school.
Baker, Etta James. Like, we can just keep going.
Like, yeah, that's our vibe. I really feel like I was born in the wrong era. Like, I was supposed to be born in the early 80s, 90s. Give me that time. Like, the music was
the videos,
amazing.
Bomb. That's another thing that helped. We grew up with VHS tapes, CDs, cassettes, and
record player. My mom had a record player, everything.
So we had a taste of all, you know, ways of listening and hearing music and seeing music. And also we used to stay up over into the morning when the TV used to play the little videos, and if that one playing, we're gonna flip to the next channel and watch them videos, and so that's kind of how it happened.
Mm-hmm. So with this rap, is this a passion or this is just a way out of the hood, as we should say?
Passion, for sure.
It's definitely a passion. I feel like I said, it's another outlet for us to be creative, and we never imagined that we'll even be doing it. And this is not the only thing we do. Like, I'm a content creator. She's getting into content creating. And I feel like the music is just a plus on top of that, because instead of having to use, you know, the usual music on YouTube, I typically use our music over my YouTube videos and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or over my reels and stuff for social media. I feel like that give people a little taste of me plus me, like the video, then the music. It's giving a whole vibe.
Yeah. And then I would say, because when I was growing up, I used to write a lot of poems, a lot of poetry and stuff like that. And I just like read it to them sometimes. I used to have like different little books with poems wrote in it. And the lyrics I just rapped to y'all, that was actually a poem that I wrote. And it just kind of was like getting me out of that fear of sharing my art with people. You know what I mean? Like when we started doing like, okay, I can do it on the beat.
You get to say whatever you want to say.
Literally, her and my big sister used to sit in the car and like freestyle. And I would just be sitting back listening.
All night.
Just sitting back listening. Because I know good music. I know, you know, what I like to hear and how people do their wordplay and stuff. So I just sit back and listen. But wanting to say something, but like, I don't know, I think I'm going to mess up.
What do y'all think is going to take for the success to happen?
I feel like I said, for one, just getting a solid, good team. I mean, you don't always need a team, but I feel like the biggest thing I said was the consistency. Also, just learning the ins and outs of everything, because, I mean, I feel like the more you know, the better you are. You know, the better you can get at things. We don't know it all. We still young. We just now getting into music and the content creating things.
A year in.
I feel like once we get the key information we need, then, I mean, it's going to be non-stop from there.
Cause to be honest, the content thing, we always love like dressing up, taking pictures. We always like fashion, so it's like that was already there. It's just like, nah, gotta make coins.
Mm-hmm. Making it make sense.
Making it make sense.
As one of our good friends said.
Yeah. Making it make sense and sense.
What kind of music do y'all feel y'all give out? Like, what can we expect to hear? Like, what is it?
We giving it to y'all, all to
We
y'all.
finna,
What y'all want?
we finna give it to y'all raw. For real.
We actually plan to drop an album or an EP soon. We still going back and forth about that, but it's gonna be a mix of everything. Like we said, we
Yeah.
still got to drop our country song. We got R&B music that we still haven't released,
Yeah.
and then of course rap. Like y'all love rap, we love rapping. Like it's something.
Literally, we even got like a little TikTok song. So
Yeah,
that's
so
however y'all want it.
stay
We gonna give it to y'all.
tuned. It's about to get lit. We also got like songs that we worked on with other artists that we plan to drop soon. So that's gonna be exciting.
Very, very exciting.
How did the name Vice Versa come about?
Like we said, well, basically, I thought about it. Like we was thinking of a group name for like weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah.
First, it was just Butterscotch and Princess. That's all people knew us
PB,
by.
BP.
We like we gotta make it something like different but easier for people to remember, and it's gotta be cool. And I just kept thinking about it. And for some reason, the yin and yang sign kept coming into my head. I was like, yin and yang, that's kind of corny. So I thought about it. I was like, yin and yang, that kind of means vice versa. That would sound way better than yin and yang.
Yeah.
So I texted, I was
Yin
like,
yang
what
pretty
about
cool.
you? Yeah, it's cool too. But I texted, I was like, what you think about this? She was like, yeah, okay, cool. And I was like, yeah, that really explains us. Like I told y'all, I feel like we give either or, like.
Yeah. Also, yin yang twins. So we would
Right, yin yang twins, right.
Technically been
A
a
whole different group, girl
yeah.
version of the yin yang twins. We couldn't do that. So vice versa.
So in closing, what do you want the people to take from this interview? Tell us what they need to know about Vice Versa.
I wanted to put this one little detail in there because it made me like really like jump in head first. We did our first showcase within 3 months of making all of them songs that we made, some that we've dropped, some we haven't dropped. We did our own showcase and we had at least 10 to 15 artists
About
come.
60 people show up.
Yeah, come.
We put it together ourselves in a new
Yes.
state with all new fans, all of that.
To drop to basically like a listening party.
Yeah.
We like did that, and a lot of people came up. We made, money. We made a lot of new connections. Like that was something I was really proud of. We put a whole little show together. We had our outfits made. Everything was just put together really well. If anything, I want people to take from this video is just being genuine. Always come back. Like really having a dream and like people can feel like that y'all really trying to do that, that you really trying to do that, they gonna support. They definitely gonna support.
This question just popped up. How do y'all respond to people who say female rap is just looks or sex appeal?
I mean, I feel like part of that is true, but I don't be
Yeah.
listening to that type of stuff because I feel like people who over sexualize stuff, that's just their mindset. Body is art. It's just the way
Yes.
that you take it. It don't matter what somebody's saying, how they dress, and all of that. If you can't accept that just because, she
Right.
got some little shorts, she got these, that's you. Like, I
Yeah.
feel like that's their opinion.
I feel like everything is over sexualized.
over sexualized.
Yeah, like everything, even stuff that shouldn't be sexualized is sexualized.
And I feel like at the end of the day, as an artist, like say somebody talking about our music and the stuff that we say sometimes, I'm grown at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like you being sensitive.
And it
to what
wasn't
I'm
a
saying.
thing in the past.
In the past, like we go back and we grew up listening to Rain Boots and a Thong.
That's
And,
all you said.
what Two Live Crew? Y'all know they music. We grew up listening to that. We thought that was normal, but like
Yeah.
getting into society,
Tip drill, like all of that,
people
like
be like, oh my gosh, she's like naked, she's this, she that, and I feel like it's over sexualized now. Back in the day, that stuff was normal, baby. They would slide credit cards through the ass crack. Like, I'm sorry, that's a little TMI, but we thought that was normal. Like our parents didn't hold us back from stuff because it was over sexualized. So I feel like it just depends on how you take it. So we don't even pay attention to stuff like that.
And some of the times now we listen to songs, we be like, oh, that's what she meant. Like it was just so innocent to us as kids. We just the fact that we love music.
It wasn't what they were saying.
Yes,
It sounded good. We listened to it. Didn't matter what they was doing in the videos.
So go ahead and give them your social media so all the people that's watching can come follow y'all.
Okay. Well, On Instagram, I am princess_.v. Make sure you go ahead and follow and be active. I will follow you guys back, show love. Also, we have a vice versa page, which is Versa Vice. And yeah.
And I'm butter_butter.scotch_ on Instagram. I am butterscotch on TikTok. And also you can find our music on Taste the Butterscotch on my YouTube channel, where I also do vlog content, where you can where you can see my get ready with me's, my beauty content, and much more. So, and all of our music are out on all platforms. Only thing y'all gotta type in is vice versa, and our music platform will pop up.
Okay, well, shout out to Terrence Gangsta Williams for making this happen.
Hey, shout out to Gangsta. We appreciate him for the opportunity.
Period. Much love, much love.
All right, y'all. This Crypto Jeezy. We signing out.